Alright, hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to another adventure in D&D. Everyone, I'm joined by my adventurers. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight? Let's have some little tableside small talk before we start.
I'm
Had a
doing
couple
all right.
drinks and I'm
Got
ready
bevy
for
in
the party.
hand.
Excellent. Excellent.
Chilling and no complaints.
There we go.
CPK at session 1. Woo!
Yay!
Cannot wait for the combat. And I think
Yeah.
we're going to have a good session.
Yeah, so tonight's gonna be, maybe a test of y'all's mettle, finally.
Combat? Oh.
Wow. Steel or aluminum?
Alright, while we let the room warm up for a second, just give me a moment. I have to do a little typey real quick. A little typey, a
Alright.
little pasty.
Okay. That's interesting. So is it
What's-
paused?
No?
Okay. It says just for 1 second. Oh! Oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm learning things.
He's learning!
He's learning!
My god,
Do
he's
not learn
learning.
too much. You will go insane
stay
if
away
you
from
learn
this
too
stuff.
much.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. Welcome. I did my typey, I did my pasty.
Mm.
Anyone got
Oh.
anything interesting they wish to share before we begin?
Wiener.
I hear.
You know
I heard
that we're
that.
going to run out of helium in 15 years.
Oh no.
Oh my.
This stream is brought to you by Rolling Flaccid 20s.
No, it's not.
Whoa.
No one has ever said that. I don't know why you would say such a thing.
I still think we should make pins of that. I think it'd be funny.
Oh my god. Well, if anyone wants a pin of Flaccid 20 or a sticker, then you can let me know, but come on.
Wear it as a shirt.
You'd wear it as a shirt.
Oh yeah, out in public, baby. To Sunday Mass.
I posted a thing to my Twitter, and all I posted was, what do y'all think about Flaccid 20? And almost anyone that responded just responded with something like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or, I have several questions, so I don't know about that, guys.
And we have answers. Possibly.
You have
Probably not.
answers. You're the one who did this.
I do have answers. Ask the questions.
I did.
How much wood could woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
7.
God
they would
damn
have
it!
to, they would have to roll for it, actually.
Oh. What's the DC?
Of wood?
Ooh, that depends on the wood.
Oh.
Because there's so many different varieties of wood, how it's broken down. Is it a sapling? Is it like a mighty oak tree? Has it been quartered? Is it cut into standard sized pieces, or did someone just have fun with the chainsaw?
Okay.
Guys.
What if it's like peppermint bark?
I gotta cut the wood talk short, maybe.
Who let him out of his cage?
This is gonna go on forever if we don't.
Potato.
This is going to be a potato session
Wood,
all over again.
yeah.
Is it mine in the morning? We'll never know. Fungal! Come on. Inappropriate.
That's fine. It's appropriate. It's funny.
Alright, gang. So, oh my god. So, for a little bit of session recap, I'm actually going to hand this one over to our own Alvara to give us a little info of what happened last session and where we are now.
All right. So session 2 was last week. The party joined the rest of Cliff Harbor Abbey for their first dinner since being brought back to life, which included some venison chili prepared by Malrim and some interesting potatoes prepared by Valana, as the group learned a little bit more about each other. Meanwhile, Humi communicated with the spirit at sunset, and was warned that venom drips from silken lips. Do not trust the spider. Of course, the rest of the party doesn't know this. The party's sleep was disrupted in the night by shady figures who were last seen darting out of the Abbey gate as Turo, the younger sister of Abbey Gardener Solda, was reported missing, along with an important chapel ledger. The group ventured forth, discovering an old pirate cove in hopes to confront the intruders. And that's where we left off.
Excellent.
Wow. That was good. That was a good recap.
Very nice.
Look at you
All
and your
these
lovely
session
note taking.
All these session recaps too are posted in our Discord in case you ever join us later on or are just curious and want to reread it for yourself. There's a little channel in there, so.
Very good. Very well.
Oh, you did so well.
Give Alvaro a little clappy clap for that one. Yay. Alright, gang.
All right.
That being said, time to cut the crap. Cut this music.
And
What
put
do you
on some
mean?
different
I'm all
music.
crap.
Okay.
Cut the woodchuck.
Alright.
Ooh, ominous.
Where we last left our heroes, you have wandered in to this unknown oceanside cave, making your way in, chasing what you believe to be the trail of where Turo and the unknown creatures in the night might have left. How do you proceed?
So, Audrey's kind of a little bit at a hurried pace, but he's not he's not really going in with reckless abandon so much, even though he is definitely a little bit energized and concerned. So he's going to roll, if I may, I'm going to roll a stealth check and try to creep further in, torch in hand, and see what I can see.
Okay, that's fine. Everyone else, what are we doing?
Well,
I would also like to roll stealth.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask, with dark vision, do we see anything further in the cave that those without it might not?
Who all here, that's a great question. Who all here
was gonna-
doesn't have dark vision?
Mina.
Mina doesn't?
I do not.
Umi doesn't?
I do.
I do.
Okay, so everyone but two have dark vision.
Wait, Audrin, you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision, but I have a torch.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't. I thought I did. That was an old character draft.
I have
I
dark
was thinking-
vision and a candle thing that I can hold. Not a candle, you know what I mean. Light in my hand. From a lantern.
For
There we
me-
go.
I was about to ask, what do you mean by light in your hand?
Light in my hand!
I don't know that spell.
It's a lantern. I got it.
Hold on, what the hell are y'all rolling?
They were rolling their stealth checks. I don't know what.
Yeah, no. Ignore that. I got 2 by accident. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
So is okay if I just
So to
roll
answer your
one for
question,
stealth?
yes, if you have dark vision, you're going to see a little better than those who do not, unless you have a torch equipped, like Audrin has explained.
But do we see
would
anything like
also
right
like to
now
roll
upon
stealth.
entry of the cave, or is it just like a blank cave in front of us?
You see a drippy, wet cave ahead of you with a craggy rock floor. There's little tide pools scattered all about. And it just kind of goes on into the darkness.
Is there like any dim light through any cave, I guess, foliage or anything, like glowing mushrooms or something?
There
Or
is
it
not.
completely dark?
It's completely dark. Ignore this fucking glowing shit that's happening. You can't put down any kind of crystal formations without them glowing in Tailspire, which is weird, but I
would
guess
like
whatever.
to inspect for tracks if possible.
Okay, so we have Audrin rolling stealth. We have numbers.
I'm rolling stealth. I just rolled 2 by accident.
Yeah, should we all roll stealth?
Yeah, alright, in that case, everyone roll stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's a high modifier.
Like 20.
Nat 20,
I rolled
Ooh.
an 18.
but is it flaccid?
No.
No, it's
they're just
not.
natural.
What would the bonus be for stealth?
I'm
Sorry.
gonna have an 11 for me.
Dex.
So, yeah,
Dexterity?
stealth is dex, and if you're proficient in it, then you add your proficiency bonus.
Gotcha. I have 21.
21?
Anyone?
21? Alright, let me get rid of my
Uh,
dice.
Yeah, be sure to get
Winnie.
rid of y'all's dice. Yes.
Would I be, or would I get advantage on rolling stealth since I am a small creature and I am fluttering around on small wings, not really making a lot of noise?
How loud are your wings? Are they like hummingbird style, or are they like big flat flaps?
They're like butterfly wings.
That's pretty quiet.
I guess, but you're also like a 2-foot creature with a wingspan. I feel like those wouldn't be dead silent. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know the rules technically on that.
Like
Yeah, I do.
when
not.
Maya flies, that makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
Maya
let's
flies,
see.
she's
Hey,
loud as shit.
Audrin,
That's true.
you see any of those tracks you found earlier?
Oh,
I ask
that's
for
a good question.
assistance as I roll. What do I roll for to look for tracks?
I'm going to
Investigation.
assist. I'm going to assist numbers in this investigation check and be like, let's have a look, lad.
I would also like to cast guidance to help with.
Does that mean I have advantage with his assistance, or how does that work?
Yeah, if you're helping someone, they get advantage.
Okay.
Also,
Uh,
I need you guys to list off to me your stealth
Mhm.
rolls because I can't really understand what all the stealth everyone has right now.
I accidentally
Alright.
rolled 2 d20s. Can I just take the first roll that I had? It was a 20.
Yeah, so anyone rolling stealth, just real quick, just tell me what you got.
Hey, one.
21,
Anyone?
23.
and I got an artificial 20 on investigation as well,
All
I
right.
got a 9.
with the help of my pal Audrin.
Hey, that's a flight set if I saw it.
Also, was I allowed to cast guidance to help with the tracking?
That adds a d4 to it, right?
Yes.
It was already an artificial.
Yeah, it was
20,
already an
but
artificial 20, are you sure?
Now it's a
Now it's a
a
21?
21.
I had an 11 on the stealth roll.
Okay. And did anyone else roll stealth? No?
I think we all said our numbers.
Did you roll? Because I didn't hear one from. Oh wait, you said 21.
She had 21.
Mhm.
Okay, it's hard to keep track of all these numbers.
That's okay.
Okay, so the only one who rolled lower was Alvaro, right?
Mina also only got a 9.
A 9. Okay.
That's without advantage. I don't know if we decided on that.
All right. It is without advantage for now.
Makes sense.
What do I find, DM?
All right. So as you're looking about, you don't see much on this cave floor, given that it is all stone and water. However, you do see some kind of wet, webby-ish footprints that look like they've trudged through the sand and grit as they've dragged along the bottom of this cave. You see like a little wet trail moving forward, though it is faint.
No load of this, Audrin. Which direction is it going? Says numbers.
Let's come to me.
No one in particular. Wink, DM.
What? I thought
Which way are the tracks going?
forward.
Sounds good.
Onward.
Let us progress. I'm going to follow my buddy numbers.
Okay, so do people
That's
move
a
forward?
point.
I'm
Yeah.
staying
Roll.
close to them.
We're all
I
moving
move
as a group,
forward,
it
yeah.
sounds like.
All right, and with your stealth rolls, everyone seems to be moving on pretty quietly. You're doing the best you can to avoid all these wet puddles on the floor, avoiding the drips as they fall. Alvara, you're not the quietest. You find yourself occasionally making a little splash, but otherwise you're able to keep up with the party, all right? Mina, it's dark in here. You're having a hard time seeing. You bump around into the rocks a little bit as you're moving forward. The flutter of your wings echoing throughout this darker chamber.
I guess I continue forward.
Yeah, do we see anything new?
Yeah, as you're moving
as we
forward.
progress? Yeah.
It was amazing.
Careful, Audrin, you're gonna fall off that cliff.
Slash, what do you? Ah!
I don't understand how this works. Hold on.
Oh, is this kind of like a fog of war thing?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
fog of
there it
war,
is.
and turning it on and off is a pain in the ass. There you go. Alright, as you continue
Yay.
forward. The cave is still
Is this a
wet.
crossroad?
You hear the dripping up ahead. The cave veers off to the left into the darkness.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I guess we should keep sneaking through.
Yeah, let's keep.
Is anyone still investigating?
As I go, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like a just looking around as Alana goes.
Yeah.
With her dark vision, can she see anything down this dark left pathway that the cave is going towards?
So the way that dark vision works, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is just what I remember from last campaign. It's not that you see everything clearly in the darkness, you almost have like a grayscale of what it
Yeah.
is
That is
going
correct.
further. You
That's
don't see the
correct.
color. It's almost just a suggestion of what's ahead.
Okay.
So the
So
way it works is,
Yeah.
just to let everyone know, because this is commonly misunderstood, but like dark vision doesn't mean you can just see everything in the darkness. It means you can see dim lighting settings as though they were regular, dark lighting settings as if they were dim. So you still get
Okay.
disadvantage in certain types of environments.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
cool.
since
Thank
we
you.
have at least one of us has torches, which should be illuminating it enough to just make it dim.
Yeah.
it's true. I believe
Well, yeah,
Audrey
Yeah,
has
I
a
believe up
torch.
to
And I have a lantern.
so up to 50 feet we have lit lighting, and then past that for a little bit with dim and dark.
Okay.
So let's see. We have technology.
Whoa.
Whoa! Wait.
Alright, how the hell do you use the technology? How to use the damn ruler? I forgot.
Oh,
How do you drag the ruler?
Listen, I barely passed math.
Steve always uses the ruler.
I know, I
think
forgot
you
how
have
to use it.
right- Oh,
Yeah, like that.
You have to left click.
I am left clicking.
Which one do you have toggled on? Because once you click ruler, it gives you a set of 4 different options.
Number 2.
And then you should be able to just click and...
Yeah, it's not working for me. I don't know why. As long as y'all can use it, that is all that matters.
Each tile is 5 feet. Is that right?
Yes, each tile is 5 feet.
Okay.
So what we should do, whoever's in the front should be Atumi right now. Should probably measure.
alrighty.
Get your measuring stick out.
Where am I going?
Wait a minute. Oh, God, I'm so fucking stupid. Keep going.
No, you're not.
So this would be 20.
No,
No,
those are tiles.
tiles,
Remember,
not
it's,
feet.
Each tile is.
Oh,
5 feet.
It's
I'm so
100 feet.
sorry.
That's 100 feet.
So we could see halfway down that hall with the torch, and then a little bit beyond that if you have dark vision.
I just remind you of the rulers, because that way you can use these tools on your important journey forward.
Yes, just remember that each
Still help a
tile
lot.
is 5 feet, which is important for spells and area of
Mhm.
effect. And sight.
I guess Audrey and I continue to take point.
DM,
Yeah.
may I roll survival to like try to discern any like things that might pose a danger to us in the limited view or scope that I may see?
Yes, you may.
Sweet. Ooh, that's an unnatural 21.
21? Okay. So in this... Hello?
Pay no mind. I was trying to get rid of it.
Okay. So what you can tell so far in this cave, so far you haven't seen anything to give you any raise for suspicion. You know something is ahead based on the information you've gained from your party. However, nothing's really raising an alarm to you. However,
Okay.
what you would notice if you looked around is you see some small, dark green crystals forming occasionally in the rock surfaces along the walls and the ground, and a little on the ceiling.
Interesting.
Do I know what these might do or what purpose they might serve?
No, you just see them there. They're a very dark, sickly green.
Nasty.
May I...
Prickly
What would I need to roll to try to identify them?
Whatever you want. You can roll you could roll Arcana if you wanted to see if they were magical. You could roll, I don't know. You could roll History to see if you know anything about gems of this kind.
May I roll nature?
Sure.
After that, may I roll Arcana?
Absolutely.
That is going to be a 16
For nature?
for nature to identify crystals of some kind.
Okay. You think you might have seen these before in the Feywild, but if you had, they were not common. These don't appear very often, though you're not quite sure the name of them. You feel as if these crystals form in areas that have seen a decent amount of death and decay.
Guys, as we're exploring this, I noticed there were these like greenish crystals everywhere. But from my understanding, they only really exist in places where there was a lot of death and decay, but there seem to be quite a lot of them here. Do we know anything about this area or what might be in here?
I may be of Emerus, but I'm afraid I'm not much for dark caves that smell of fish. Audrin?
Is it okay if I roll history, since I know about the existence of this cave? Is it okay if I roll history to like be able to glean what it was used for at any point, or maybe if it had like a reputation?
Sure. And actually, Valana, you were going to roll Arcana, right? Did you roll?
No, I was waiting. I didn't know.
No,
if
you
it
can
was,
just
like, a
roll.
turn. Okay. So that plus. Okay, and so it would be plus. I have a proficiency, and then what else gets added to that for Arcana? Is there any like?
Yeah, do you guys have Arcana? I thought it was in intelligence, but I don't have like a character sheet in front of me.
Yes.
Can y'all just confirm?
Arcana
good
is
help.
intelligence.
So it's your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
if you have proficiency in it.
Okay, so then that would be a 15.
Okay.
And I rolled an 18 for my history check.
Okay. And be sure to get rid of your
Ignore
dice.
that.
So you
I
said
did.
Yeah.
you said it was a 15 for Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
While incredibly faint, you do sense a slight hum coming from these crystals. Audrin, did you just throw your dice instead of getting rid of it?
I don't know how to get rid of it.
You right-click
Right
it and hit the X.
Okay.
Throws it across the
Your
board.
history
No
check
one's
was an 18. So, given your background, you were aware of this cave, and after being around it for a little bit, it's starting to come back to you a little bit. You have heard of this cave a little bit. You know that this cave was referred to some as Black Spot Cavern. Why? You're not entirely sure. However, there were some rumors down the grapevine of maybe some of your compatriots or previous associates that this area of the coast had a little bit of a rumor for being haunted, if not cursed.
Listen, lads. We already knew the situation was precarious, but now that it's coming back to me, I wager we should keep tight quarters. You know what I mean?
Understood.
What do you mean?
Well, it's the area. It's me and my compatriots, we'll call them. We used to avoid this particular section of the coast. It had a bit of a reputation.
What reputation do you speak of?
Just all manners of danger. So just keep close and don't let anyone out of your sight.
Okay.
Now you tell us halfway through this cave.
Who is going to put an arm on Audrin just in case?
Oh.
Better late than never, you know?
Back now.
Y'all could all just tie, like, get a one rope and just tie it around each other's waists and just make, like, a chain.
It's not a bad idea.
Alright, how do you proceed?
Forward.
Oh,
Here.
Open
Yeah,
forward.
actually, Valana, did you
Yeah,
happen to
if-
share that information with anyone, or did you just keep that one to yourself?
I was gonna, but then I didn't want to interrupt anybody else from talking.
No, by all means, if there's something you want to do or say, get in there.
All right,
Interrupt
well,
people.
oh no! Valana speaks aloud. to her compatrons and decides to tell them that, albeit very faint, I do feel a slight magical energy and or essence radiating from these crystals. I don't know if it's helpful information, but it is something that I notice.
Did someone just fall through the world?
Yeah, y'all didn't wait for me to unreveal it, so someone just fell through.
Well,
It was Steve.
If you put your scaler all
It
the way
was
to the
me.
bottom, you could
I,
see a
uh,
character out. Just move the green scale on the right.
There, he's
all the way
back.
down.
Are these
back.
to the right of Alvara? Are these stalagmites? Is this actually representative of what's here? Like, can we see through them at all, or is it a solid stone wall and this is just meant to be?
No, it's representative.
Okay, can I like kind of like peer a little bit through them and see if I see anything, even if it's just with dark vision?
Sure. Give it a try. You're more than welcome to roll perception for that, or use your passive perception if you want. Just keep in mind that glowing that's coming off of those crystals back there isn't actually there.
Yeah, I'll. Actually, honestly, the way this character's been rolling, I'm just gonna use my passive perception 13 at this point, I think.
Okay. You feel like you see the suggestion of outlines of mossy rocks and more stalagmites as they continue forward and some crags, but you can't really tell what's ahead.
This pool, is this here?
Yes.
I'd like to inspect it
Okay.
for
Inspect away.
the quality of water. I have something of a connection somehow with puddles.
Use.
No, with water in general. And I'm wondering if I can see my own reflection here.
All right. Are you looking into the puddle?
I am.
Do not.
I do not see my reflection.
You do not.
Is it because the water is opaque?
It is very
it's muddy?
murky. Very muddy, very
Very
murky,
murky?
very sandy.
Hmm. Sandy.
And it's stinky. I gotta be honest, it's stinky.
Stinky. Sulfurous? If I put a flame near it, would it alight?
No. Just general fish decay and salt.
Icky.
Stinky.
If I poke my pinky finger in there, what happens?
It feels like nasty water. You feel little bits in there.
I am going to, with my left hand, actually, I'm going to take my shield off, and I'm going to scoop some of the bits out, like a shovel. I'm going to use my shield as a shovel and scoop some bits out. What do I find in there?
You find little chunks of rock, little clumps of sand. You find the occasional shiny piece of rock. You do find one loose piece of this green crystal that has fallen into this pond.
May I pick up the crystal? Does anything happen?
You can pick it up.
I'd like to inspect it. It's of a magical nature. It reflects.
Also, what
nothing
is everyone
decay.
else doing during this time?
I'm gonna just be staring at him since I'm kind of trailing the party and slow my speed up a little bit. And then I think Alvaro would probably throw in a little quip like, what are you, taking a bath? To, numbers.
I think Volana would just be watching, slightly interested, slightly concerned as to why he was playing in the water, but she hopes to trust his judgment.
I'm going to say to Alvara, yeah, the water's quite nice, and I'm going to splash him just a little bit for her.
Oh.
Mina looks like she is about to land, but then looks at like the grimy floor and thinks better of it and flies back up like a foot off the ground.
All right.
I'm going to pocket this crystal and move on, unless anyone else wants to take a peek.
Alvaro leers at you after you splash her with a little bit of water. Kind of like a look of frustration and disdain in her eye, only for a fleeting minute. But it's there.
Guys,
I think while this is happening, I think Audrey would probably be trying to keep point and like a tight perimeter a little bit. Probably going to be. Is it okay if I see that there's an opening to the right here? Is it okay if I roll a perception check just to see what I can see subtly and stealthily peeking around the corner?
Absolutely.
Mina would also say, guys, as interesting as like the stuff around us is, we should really hurry up. We don't know what they're planning on doing with that kid.
I
Umi
was
is
just taking a
still
moment to inspect.
staying close by Audrin. Just because he said stay close.
Oh. So that would be 6. What did I roll? It was a
14, I think.
Let's look in the,
14,
the
so it
history. It was
doesn't-
a 14.
No, it's a 14. Yeah.
that is a flaccid 20, baby.
Oh, God, guys, why do you keep calling it that?
Yeah,
Why did that?
that
become-
thing's floppy.
Woohoo!
Floppy?
Yeah.
Sloppy 20.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's even worse.
They call that nasty 20.
I feel like it's going in the wrong direction.
I like nasty,
Your
stinky
bloody
20 better than
nasty
flaccid.
20.
Nasty, stinky 20. That's taking it even further.
Yeah. What?
Alright,
That 20 is rolling around in the mud.
so with your floppy ass 20, you see up ahead, there's a little bit of an opening up ahead as the room kind of gives way into a little passage area. You can't tell much so far as what's in it as you're just peeking around the corner. However, it seems open as you hear the drips continue down this long cavern.
So I don't see anything that would immediately lead me to think that something that is a threat would be residing here.
You do not.
I communicate this to the party. He kind of turns back after like sort of saddling the wall and peeking back, and he's like, "Looks like we're clear up ahead. We can proceed, but try to stay behind me if you can."
Yeah, I didn't see anything either a moment ago. Through those stalagmites.
We should try to hurry. The longer we wait, the further away they could get.
I agree. We don't want anything to happen to that little girl.
Let's carry on then.
Alright, adventurers, you may proceed.
Okay.
Is that everyone's still stealthing at this point, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like us to roll another stealth check?
Not just yet. I feel like y'all haven't gone too terribly far just yet. What just happened to Audrey?
Immediately,
I am getting a little bit of it's getting a little FPS lag, but we're alright.
Your character just like
Ye-
yeeted itself.
There we go.
immediately my eyes are drawn to this pile of skeletons and bones.
Alright.
I'd like to inspect them. Are these human remains? I think I see a giant animal spine.
So, I will say in Tailspire, there's only so many selections. However, you may roll to inspect these bones if you wish, or use any kind of passive inspection should you have it.
What would I roll?
Can you remind me what inspection is?
Investigation again?
Oh yeah, investigation.
That's intelligence, okay.
Inspection, isn't that a Pathfinder?
Yeah, that's a
I was
Pathfinder.
about to say, that's 3.5 in Pathfinder.
That's a 15.
Does anyone else accompany numbers, or does everyone just keep walking?
I think I peer
Yeah,
behind
Audrey's-
me. As
Audrey's gonna provide as much help as he can.
Okay, Audrin's helping.
Turn it on.
Mina is very focused on just pushing forward.
It's
so.
still just a 15. Or is that what I rolled?
Wait, how long
Yeah.
does your guidance last? Is it just for one thing? Also, thank you
It's
so
just
much.
for one thing, yeah.
Thank you so much for the sub, Kane.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it was just for one thing. So it was a 15?
Yeah.
Getting rid of your dice here. Okay, so you see this pile, you see a bit of bones in front of you. One looks like just the remains of a massive fish of some kind. It's all broken up. The pieces have just been decaying in this cave for who knows how long. It's nasty. How it got this far into this cave, as far away it is from the ocean, you're not entirely sure. There are some scattered remains of other sea life. However, you do see what you might think are the remains of humanoid figures scattered amongst the ground.
A skull, perhaps. Can I identify a skull?
You do not see a skull.
Hmm.
Ignore
Who
Entailspire,
is,
this pile of skulls right there. They literally only have a couple selections for bones.
It's okay.
Boomy is going to grab Number's hand. Come on, we have to keep going.
This is very off-putting. But I agree. The mission comes first.
Indeed, this place is kind of creepy. I would like to get out of here as soon
Dun
as
dun
possible.
dun dun dun.
Never seen a skull before. Of bones. Alvara's gonna say to Numbers as they're walking forward.
I mean, the lady's right. I mean, what's a can't judge someone for a choice of decor, am I right?
You're all rolling stealth, or you're all still stealthing, right?
Yeah.
That
Correct.
is correct.
Alright, hold
Yeah.
on. I gotta unveil. These fucking Shadow of War boxes, or Fog of War boxes, are a little silly. So, hold up.
This is a larger crystal structure than the others, no?
There.
Alvara, you shouldn't be so rude. Didn't he lose his memories?
We've all lost something at some point or another.
I need you all, if you are
I should
taking a step
change
forward,
my
I need you all to
disposition.
roll stealth.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay,
alright.
hold
So
on.
I say that to Mina before my roll, but
You talking
Can
at
you
full
also
volume?
Dead
answer
in here.
DM?
no, whispering.
Can you also answer DM if this is indeed a larger structure of crystals than the others?
It is larger.
Stealth is dexterity.
Stealth is dexterity, and
It is
if you have
dex.
proficiency bonus. It is indeed a larger crystalline structure of this sickly green crystal that you've seen before, the same that you have put in your pocket. As you step closer to it, there's nothing, you don't see anything wrong with it. However, there is a sense of uneasiness around this larger piece.
Would I understand this to be a shrine of some kind? Are there any trinkets around?
No. It just appears to be naturally forming.
Hmm. I see. Okay, I'll roll stealth.
I accidentally rolled twice. Can I go with my first roll?
And
I was
also
trying
be sure
to
to get rid
delete-
of all your dice on the board.
I have a
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
I have a 21 on the stealth roll.
21?
Yeah.
I have an 18.
22.
22?
I got an 8.
Oh, Mina! 13?
I got a 13.
Two
It's supposed to be
13s.
my best skill too.
Oh no.
Wow, you got a 13?
Yeah.
Awful.
Look at these two 13s right
It
here.
Anyway, I also got a 13.
Alright. So, as you continue forward, you continue with light footsteps, barely disrupting this ground beneath you. All except for poor Mina, who is a little out of her element. As you fumble around in this dark cave a little bit, though it seems open, there are parts where it's a little crowded. There's stalagmites, stalactites, there's vegetation growing, there's crystals growing. This is unlike something that you were prepared for, and you find yourself bumping around into these rocks a little bit. There's a small little clutter and rumble as you continue forward.
Plus, I'm sure my wings are making a fair bit of noise.
Oh yeah, you're still flying? Then yeah, there's a little bit of flaps reverberating throughout the space.
A very unnatural sound for this area.
A little bit. It's like having a big Maya bird.
Alvara's gonna like turn to Mina and basically gesture with like kind of a scold on her face, like quiet down. And before she continues onward.
I need also everyone, as you continue, to roll perception.
Okay. Perception is that
I believe that's
Yeah.
wisdom.
wisdom?
It's gonna be a 19 for Alvara.
It's gonna be a 17 for Valana.
I got a solid 3.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
A 16 for Mina.
18 for Audrin.
Okay, Humi, you are lost in the dark, my friend.
Oh no!
Everyone else.
Everyone else.
Though you can't quite see anything, you feel like you hear, ever so softly, In the distance of this cave, the little pitter-patters of wet footprints going.
That was a
So
great
like my
sound effect.
Thank you.
Crocs when I walk on hardwood.
Did you just say you soiled yourself? I'm sorry, what happened?
No, I said so like my Crocs when I walk on wood.
Oh,
Like
okay,
hardwood
no, those
floors.
go wee, 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 wee.
Everyone knows that distinction, Valana. Come on.
Alana,
Alana
would
does
you
not
stop
say that
talking
out
about
loud.
it?
That was just me.
No, those things do the Squidward squeak when you walk.
Alana looks down. All of a sudden, she's got Crocs on with little charms on them.
Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That
Alright.
would be terrifying. They don't have plastics in this world.
How do you know? Well,
Alana.
anyway, so speak as you hear
Alana
this, except for
whispers-
Humi, what do
Oh,
you do?
sorry. Valana
What
whispers to the party, "Do you hear that sound? They sound or like little footsteps almost."
Alvara's gonna nod. What direction did they come from? Like straight ahead of us, basically?
A bit. Though with the echoing of this cave, you're not sure where ahead,
It's hard to hear.
you just heard that it was somewhere ahead of you.
Okay.
What are y'all talking about? You heard something?
Valana approaches Humi a little closer and says, "Yes, don't you? Small little footsteps in the distance somewhere. I'm not sure."
Oh, no. Okay. All right. You lead.
Humi's just standing around going, "Yeah, I don't hear anything."
I do believe we should keep quiet if possible and keep moving forward.
Okay. Now Humi is going to put their hand on your shoulder.
Alright, gang, how do you
Gotcha,
proceed?
back.
All right.
I still think
Oh,
we
that's
should let
not.
Audrin lead.
Valana was
just
talking,
because-
not Alvara for that. Humi.
Yeah, that was
Wrong
that was
character.
me.
Whoop,
Oh.
my bad.
Wrong character.
Get your arm off of me.
Just because he has the stealth, and I mean, I do have a lantern, but he has a torch. I think it's best if Audrin is probably the first to lead.
I got you, girl. Okay, so Audrin is going to kind of look back, put a finger up to his lips, get real low, crouch-like and cat-like stealth position, gonna creep forward at a decent pace, trying to get to the source of this sound, but also like attempting to get a jump on whatever is making it.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Keep going.
Let's go.
show me where you proceed.
All right.
See, this is nice
Taking
having
a
this
second.
board because you can actually show me where you're going.
Oh yeah, are there two ways for us to go right now? I didn't even notice. Or am I wrong?
Am I wrong? Sorry. Keep going.
I think there's
But
three.
which way did the sound seem like they were coming from again?
As I
She
said
said
before, it sounded like it was somewhere in the distance forward. However, because of the reverberation and the echoing off of the walls of this cave, you weren't quite sure where. Audrin?
DM, are these
Oh.
stairs
Yeah,
downwards?
I was about to ask, is this like
It's like a
just
rocky crag that leads down into the water.
Mm.
Okay.
However, there
Like walkable water or like deep water?
it's deep water. As you see before you, there is this little drop off into this little stretch of water before you, and then there is a pathway to the right.
Okay, so
Okay.
Audrin's gonna go this way.
All right, Valana will follow. Whee!
Humi is in tow.
All right, and
Very good.
you all still have your stealth rolls. So as you are going, every now and again, those who can hear it, the little pitter patters, they grow a little louder and then they stop. And as you creep forward, you feel like you hear a couple more, and it stops. It doesn't sound like this thing is making a fast pace, whatever it may be.
If we're quick
Okay.
and quiet enough, we may be able to catch up to them.
Listen, just stay close. We're going to make a little bit of a hurried pace, but keep up. We've almost got him.
Audrin, do you still have your torch out?
Is this like?
Huh?
Yes, I do. This is like a bridge. Yes, I do. And also, this is like a bridge that we're seeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it natural or does it look like it was built by something?
It's natural. It's obviously not this like straight because this is just building tiles,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is it's like a craggy like connection. Mina, you're breaking the rule.
I can fly.
I know, I'm just teasing. You can't fly with those mushrooms underneath you.
Oh, are there mushrooms underneath me?
Oh, remember, it's from your mini.
Oh,
The mushrooms don't fly.
I think it's really funny that mushrooms are just floating there. Yeah, Mina's gonna fly over the water a little bit, actually. See if she can get a little bit of a different vantage point from where everyone
As you
else
cross this bridge, the little gets louder until it finally ceases. I need you all, please, one more time to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a 6.
Alright.
These are low
And
numbers.
perception is.
Somebody roll high.
plus-
Thank you.
15.
Okay.
Perception is intelligence, right?
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It is wisdom.
Okay. 14.
12.
9.
23.
Whoa.
Ooh. Okay. So, Audrin, as you creep ahead,
That's me.
that's you. As you creep ahead, ever so softly, you're actually able, from where you're standing, to locate the source of this little pitter-patter you hear going forward. You see a small creature just kind of standing down at the end of this cavern hallway. However, the rest of you... Let me see. Who... Jesus. Who me? What are you doing? What does that mean?
Oh.
What does that mean?
That also didn't answer.
That doesn't answer the question.
I accidentally rolled.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get rid of my dice.
Right
Understandable.
click.
Should we all be on separate tiles, by the way, DM?
I thought you were technically, or are you not?
We're all like standing on top of each
You
other.
can be on top of each
You
other.
can be on top of allies. You can pile on top of your
Something like
allies.
this.
But what about the aesthetic?
The aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an entirely separate. Look at this like huddle we have here. That's an entirely separate issue. All right. So Audrin, you see this little shadowy figure towards the end of this craggy hallway of this cave. Valana and Numbers. You feel like you see just the misshapen form of this shadow down the hall. However, also to your right, you notice a corpse on the ground. Another small slumped figure just laying there, lifeless.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't
What do I see?
recognize it.
I told you what you saw, Audrin.
You
But
just,
is it the lady we're looking for, the kid?
You don't know.
Too dark.
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna look at it.
Audrin, you see this as well, but you first see the figure that's walking towards the end of this hallway.
okay, he's gonna, keeping stealth as much as he can, he's gonna dart for it.
Or what? Which one?
The figure or the...
The figure at the end of the hall that's moving.
Okay.
Are you rolling up to, like, attack it, or... Like, what are you doing?
He's just trying to close ground on it until it. He's trying to close ground on it so that he can get a view on what it actually is.
Okay, the rest of you?
Who me is gonna go to the right of the bridge and see the downed small creature. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yep, you can't quite tell what it is, you can tell it is small.
I'm gonna...
Okay.
Avara's gonna follow Audrin. as
Mina would
stealthily
also
as she
follow
can.
Audrin.
Yeah, Valana's gonna follow Audrin.
We're not a very empathetic group,
I'm gonna
apparently.
follow the corpse. I'm gonna go to the corpse.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we are very empathetic. We're looking for a small child that was potentially taken by these creatures, so we would be chasing after them for...
As you
Right,
run
yeah.
up on this creature, it immediately hears you coming down this hallway. It hears your wet bootstraps on this ground, and it turns. You see before you a Kuotoa with a spear, looking quite startled as you're running up on it. It is looking at you going, "Oh."
Do I get a surprise action to attack it?
You're gonna attack it?
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, baby, it's time. First attack action of the campaign. Aldrin's going to rush up and kind of vault forward and like do a slashing attack with his saber.
Okay.
Oh.
Win some, lose some, guys.
Oh wait, which one of you guys have inspiration?
Oh wait, don't you have one still, Audrin? You got one from the DM the other night.
Oh my God, you're right.
Who all
I
got
wanna use it.
inspiration?
He has one.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna
other
use
people
Audrin
got it
had
too.
one.
I have it.
Yeah,
I'll
Valana and
use it.
Audrin. Okay.
Why would he not use his own for his own thing?
What do you
You
mean?
can't give someone else.
He has his own.
I wasn't asking that. I'm asking who all in the campaign has inspiration.
Just in general, okay.
I do.
Okay.
That's much better.
There you go.
Let's see what we can work with here. Proficiency plus Dex. We're looking at a nasty, unnatural 20.
Ooh, nasty.
Blasted 20 as the first attack roll.
A flaccid 20 as the first
Yeah,
attack roll.
baby. It
Almost
was
one.
meant to be.
It was almost one.
Alright, Audrin, run up and do an attack. Roll your
Okay.
damage, and you can make a little attack animation with your figure.
I'll give it a shot anyway.
You get inspiration. You get inspiration.
Okay. So Audrin.
Ugh.
D8. Using Rakish Audacity, I'm going to use my D8 for the Saber Slash. We're working with it. So that's a 10 right off the bat, but I'm going to be adding sneak attack damage to that.
Yes, you will.
How do you add more than one? Well, we'll just do one at a time, that's fine.
You, like, click on it multiple
You
times.
can grab, yeah, you can grab multiple.
So that was a 5,
Oh.
and another 5. So 10 plus 10, that's 20 damage.
Okay. Describe your attack. And how do you want to do
So
this?
Audrin sees this thing. Oh my God! Seriously?
How do you want to do this?
So he sees this figure. He runs in and then like leaps forward, kicking off his foot, and like whirls around and on the kind of like the back turn of his spin lands and then slashes sidewards with his saber and aims towards the thing's position.
Alright, as you lunge in with this swipe, this thing didn't even know what was coming to it. As it turns to face you as you ambush it, your saber sweeps clean through its throat. Unable to even catch itself, it falls to the ground, dead,
Wow.
as blood pools into the tide pools around you. Just took this thing out in one hit with your flaccid 20.
So
What are you doing? We don't have any knowledge on these creatures. Wouldn't we want to try to capture one alive?
He says, "We got some knowledge now, don't we? They're weak to sharp and shiny things."
We don't even know if this was one of the creatures that took the girl.
I do worry that maybe they were not a foe.
Alvara's just smiling.
Meanwhile, over in Humi and Numbers Land,
So, numbers. What is it?
That's a great question. I'm gonna approach what I assume is a dead body, and that appears to be a mirror on the wall, a sword on the ground.
you see before you the corpse of another Kuatoa on the ground, died from unknown causes. You do see a sword and a mirror standing in front of the ground. It looks like this Kuatoa was hanging around this mirror.
Ooh, a sword. I'm gonna take that. Humi is
Is there
going
blood on the
to
sword?
grab
No.
the sword.
Okay,
Hmm.
you may pick up this old rusty saber.
Cool.
Does the mirror appear to be a normal mirror? Can you see yourself in it, Umi?
Humi is going to look into the mirror and just start changing shapes, checking themselves out.
Okay, change shapes in this
And I'm
mirror.
gonna search the creature.
This creature doesn't have much on it. It just, next to it, it appears its kind of broken down spear is lying next to it. It has like a fishing net attached to its hip. Otherwise, it doesn't really have much on it besides some leather scraps. Umi,
Can I determine cause of death?
it doesn't look like anything's wrong. You're not sure why this creature died right here. There's no wounds to its body. Umi, as you're changing shapes in this mirror, you see your reflection in there. This is a large mirror. It is quite tall with an ornate golden frame. And as you're in front of it, you see yourself. You see yourself changing forms. In fact, it's quite silly as you change back and forth. However, within the mirror, there's a little bit of a shimmer, and then before you appears a reflection that you don't recognize. It is a tall, white, dragonborn male.
Uh-oh. Do I see this?
You see this? And he's standing in the mirror.
Who me doesn't know if numbers can see this, and who me is also really okay with like talking with spirits, but they do know that it does creep people out. So Humi is just going to make a joke.
Okay.
Wow, this mirror is really something. It's a bit foggy, don't you think? As I kind of like side eye numbers.
Oh my god, thank you for the raid core. Keep going.
Massive raid. Yeah.
Are you rolling for that joke,
I'm-
or are you just saying that?
Oh shit! I have to. Oh yeah.
I mean, you
roll
can
for
if
that
you want
joke.
to. You can roll to see if that joke
Roll for that.
lands.
as he tells that joke, I'm gonna sort of creep around the side to the side of the mirror here and try and inspect it. Is it ornate? Is it just a regular mirror?
It is an incredibly golden and ornate mirror. You are more than welcome to roll any kind of inspection or arcana or whatever you feel on it.
I
I'd love
rolled
to.
a 19 for joke.
You rolled a 19 for joke.
Yes.
The dragonborn in the mirror
Uh,
before you smiles ever so slightly. However, he's looking at you expectantly.
Needless to
Who
say,
is,
I don't know much about this.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
A 4 for arcana?
Yeah.
This looks like a cool
Uh,
golden mirror.
Yeah.
Who me?
Does he see me? Does this creature see me, or is it focused on?
It's focused on the person
me?
before it, which is Humi.
Show it the sword, Humi.
Who me is going to present the sword in both hands, offering it to the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn looks at the sword, kind of squints his spiked muzzle at it, and then looks back to you.
Mhm.
Do you know
turn into
what this
this
is
thing?
for?
It does not respond. It's waiting. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Audrin is inspecting the grounds and trying to discern if this particular Kuatoa was some sort of scout on a patrol. He's trying to pick up clues as to the setting here. I suppose that would be inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Would we know what this creature is? Would we know it's a Kuatoa?
You can roll history to see if you're familiar with these. You being from the Feywild,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure you'd be so familiar with them, but you could try.
Disadvantage.
Is anyone helping Audrin, or are you all rolling separately?
I think Alvara's gonna, instead of doing that, look for like signs outside of the corpse itself, and look for. Did you say you were looking for tracks, Audrin, or no? You were just
Yeah, I'm on
inspecting
spec.
the corpse, or are you doing everything?
No, I'm inspecting the entire ground, trying to figure out if this is a patrolled ground, if this is like a lived-in setting, what this guy was
Yeah,
doing
then
here.
I'll help. I thought you were just inspecting the corpse. I'll help.
Okay. Much better. Okay, so for me, that's inspection is intelligence or wisdom.
Tell me. I don't have a character sheet.
Inspection
have you
is gonna
done?
be. Give me
It
one
was
sec.
investigation or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14.
Okay. And Valana?
Give me one moment to roll, because I am also going to be helping. Oh boy. So that is going to be just a simple 9.
A 9? You don't see
Yeah.
much in the area around you that would lead you to any kind of conclusions about what this particular Kuta was doing here. Maybe it just lives here, and this is its place of residency. However, you do notice behind you that your other 2 party members are quite interested in something that they're messing around with behind you. Audrin, you hear more noises coming from up ahead, but they're incredibly faint as they continue through this cavern, and because of the echo as before, you're not entirely sure which direction they're coming from. You feel like this wasn't the only one, which might lead you to believe that it was indeed a scout.
Feeling time pass and not wanting to get too distant from my party, um, I'm gonna gently place the mirror down on its face and say, "Humi, we gotta go."
As you try to move this mirror, it does not leave this wall.
What?
You can't remove this
Who-
mirror from the wall.
Huh?
Who me is going to touch the glass of the mirror?
You feel your hand go through.
Oh, you sneaky little thing. So, who me is going to gesture as if asking to enter.
The Dragonborn holds its hand out, as if it's ready to take something, as he looks you in the
Oh.
eye.
It's your soul,
Who
Humi.
me gives him the sword.
The sword falls to the ground. He does not take it.
Oh boy, decision moment.
Who me is going to take their hand.
You try to reach forward for this Dragonborn's reflection, but your hand passes right through.
What do you
Not
want?
good.
Oh! Hey, do me a favor. Can I have that stone you had before?
The green yellow crystal?
Yeah, can I have that?
I hand it over.
Humi gives him the crystal.
The Dragonborn does indeed take this in his hand, and he looks down at it. You see him kind of twist it around in his fingertips a little bit, but he drops it. Then he reaches his hand out once again back to you.
I pick it back up and I say, "Humi, we gotta go."
Fair enough. I'll be back. Humi walks away.
You rejoin with your party.
I
Yes.
suppose so.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
I rolled a 12 for history. Do I know anything of what this creature might be?
You've heard tales of various different kinds of fish people, whether they be sirens or other of the like. You know that there exist sea elves, there are tritons. However, an actual little fishman, you've not seen one yourself before, and you're not quite sure what their intentions may be, what their alignments may be, where they originate from. This is a new one for you.
Guys, I'm not really sure what this creature is. Does anyone know anything about them?
Actually, was hoping to make an Arcana check, DM, if that's all right. I just want to see, and we can. I don't, if the rest of the party is going to be walking forward through the cave, I'll just do it as we're walking. But I want to know if there's any connection between the types of crystals we've been seeing and why certain creatures might be attracted to those types of locations. In other words, like, is the magic of these crystals drawing in certain creatures or imbuing them with certain powers?
Okay, and you're rolling history for that, or
Arcana.
Arcana? Okay.
Is that right? That's gonna be a 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay. So with a 14, you don't feel any kind of sense of need or want from these crystals that are growing throughout this cave. You don't feel a compellingness to want to be around them or want to possess them. In fact, you almost feel kind of the opposite. They don't feel very comforting. These aren't well feeling in your line of sight.
Do I know if like if there are like certain types of creatures that are attracted to this magic?
You would not be sure.
Okay.
And with that being said, I think we should take just a little 10-minute break, let everyone get up and stretch for a minute, grab a drink, and then I think we should continue.
Big stretch.
Wonderful.
Woo, sounds good.
And that
Sounds
means
good.
I have time to turn right here, and I'm going to start addressing the chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and I hope you are enjoying so far. How's everyone's day going? That millennial teacher, great to see you. Ciabatta boy, great to see you. Kane, wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for that subscribe. Also, Core, I know I said this earlier, but thank you so much for the raid. That is much appreciated. Welcome, everyone. Just finished
Ooh,
up
what's for dinner?
What's you got? May have your players all worked out. Wonderful. We love to see a campaign moving forward. Fish tacos, how fitting. Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I love catfish.
We're making some of our own.
Fish is back on the menu, boys.
Oh my god, are we cannibalizing them?
Are you a fish?
I was gone for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
Happy to see you too, that millennial teacher.
For those of you who might not know, that millennial teacher here in the chat, this is one of my high school friends. Hello, and welcome.
Oh.
Hi, that millennial teacher.
8 pounds of fish, goddamn. Can I have some fish tacos? I'm pretty good at. The party has a theme. Everyone is resistant to poison, so alcohol is a joke to them. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny, actually. Are any of y'all poison resistant? That you know of?
Not myself.
I could look like I'm poison resistant.
We have a tape recorder box.
I got you this box. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how's everyone's day going? Y'all doing alright? Audrin, I know you're actually having a nice little time at the beach yourself right now.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering why my audio quality is so bad, it's because right now I'm on island time. I'm on my phone playing this session.
We love the dedication.
Yeah, baby.
Also, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to do a quick little shout out to our Discord server. If you haven't joined our Discord server yet, please feel free to check it out. We got a lot of fun stuff going on over there. I'm starting to, in the next couple weeks, we're going to start rolling out all those beautiful Twitch subscriber perks. We've already started some already, but we're going to go even further, and I can't wait to discuss that all with you. And I'm going to wait until the end of the session to announce this next one, because I think it's fun and fitting. But I've got another update for you guys, but I'm going to say it at the end of the session. Pick a game. Oh, Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, I hate that game. I don't think it's fun. I tried really hard to like it. Aw, thank you, that millennial teacher. We're having a fun time. The guys are quite silly. Aren't you, fellas?
More than silly, just downright chaotic.
Well,
I've never been silly a day in
completely
my life.
manic,
How dare
even.
you?
okay, sorry.
I heard to have a rather large humor bone.
Would you
I
call
think
it
if I had
humorous?
I'm back.
I think if I had an alignment in real life, it would definitely be chaotic. There's just no other option.
True chaotic.
Absolute chaos.
Well, this is
Merge
coming.
That is all.
Pick a game for me. What did I miss?
It was Final Fantasy 14, but I hate that game.
Oh, Kane just burned through 5,000 points. Just to hear
No.
that.
No.
5,000 shroot bucks out the door.
Shroot bucks, no.
What can I redeem the Shroot Bucks for?
1/100th of cent.
100th a cent? Oh my god. Alright, is everyone back?
I think we're waiting on Valana.
I'm back.
Oh, there she is.
We're back, baby.
You also tried with Final Fantasy? Yeah, I couldn't get into that one. I have a hard time with the Final Fantasy series, and I've talked about that before. It's a game that, in concept, I think is neat, but I just don't enjoy playing the Final Fantasy games. I don't know why.
The same way.
Definitely interesting, but not for me.
Yeah, they're really cool in concept, but I just cannot. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. So,
Glad to be back.
Roll for your lives!
Umi and Numbers, as
Wait a
you
second,
read.
we're in a dragon den?
Ah!
Never mind.
Umi and Numbers, as you rejoin with your party members, do you mention to them at all anything that has transpired with you?
No,
Are we
not at
like
all.
in motion right now, or are we just standing around this
You're just standing
dead
around.
body?
Umi
Team,
says nothing.
there's a haunted mirror over there.
A what?
It's a distraction. Let's keep going. We can revisit on the way out.
No, I'm quite intrigued by this, actually. A
Uh,
haunted mirror?
Guys, this is a rescue mission. What was that?
No, I think that was Audrey breaking up a little bit.
Was Audrey trying to speak? Or the spirit contacting us?
Guys, this is a rescue mission. We really need to stay on task. We can explore later, but I think we need to focus on what's ahead.
I agree. We can take a look at the mirror at a later date once we have what we came here for.
Yeah, but what good is the life of a townswoman? I mean, of course it's important. These people have shown us some hospitality, but haunted mirrors, that's a magical discovery. We're definitely hitting it on the way out. I assure you.
Mina is
Okay.
taken aback immediately by this just blatant callousness towards life.
Yeah, Valana is a little concerned. She speaks up and says, as fascinating as a haunted mirror may be, I will agree with you there. This is a human, a child, with a life ahead of them.
This is a half.
Oh, sorry. This is a half-work, a child. They have a life ahead of them. I would hate to see it taken away from them.
Sure, I will go along with the rest of you then on this rescue mission, but I am holding to it that we return to this mirror.
Yes, you could look at yourself in the mirror later. Come on, let's go.
I just want to find this child and leave. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
Audrey, did you have anything to say?
Audrey's like a little bit. He like quirks a brow to this news, kind of looks back to the direction they came, and said, "We'll tag that on the way out. I mean, we're here anyway. Don't see many magic mirrors. You know what I mean?"
Agreed.
Alright. If you are going to proceed, I must ask that you one more time roll stealth.
Okay.
Maybe
I've been
I'll
rolling
roll-
very poorly, so let's.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
taking
no.
campaign notes.
I hope for double digits.
I
Oh,
got
thank God, not much better.
the 15.
Well,
Soft 20.
It's gonna be a 13 for
soft.
Elvira.
I
Can
rolled
I-
an 18.
Okay.
I would like to point out the fact that every time I've rolled stealth so far this campaign, it is one less than my previous time I rolled stealth. I'm getting worse.
The wings are out of control.
Unfortunately,
Mina's-
Mina, I think this cave is starting to whittle on your nerves a little bit. Your sense of direction is getting a little jumbled as you continue to clank into these rock formations around you.
Mina is also just generally uncomfortable by the fact that someone is more interested in a mirror than saving someone's life.
It's a
And is still
magic
thinking
mirror.
about that. Mina
Feel
is
free
from
to
the
talk to
Feywild.
Elvira about it. And Elvira.
Everything there is magical. A mirror doesn't need to be interesting.
Well, character conflict.
Alright, gang.
Alright.
Give me one before you can. Just to make sure the map is set up properly.
But yes, that's going to be a 7 for me for stealth.
Oh yeah, I have a 13. I forgot to say it.
You have a 13?
Mm-hmm.
I have a 15.
Okay.
I had a 13 also. I think you wrote
Okay.
that though.
I believe everyone but Mina is once again on. Campaign members, adventurers. Before you stands one way forward down this cave. You cannot fully tell what is before. There is a thick humidity arising from this cavern ahead of you. You do hear a faint little whispers distance.
I think I hear something. We should be quiet.
I think we're all gonna, unless anybody's doing otherwise, I think we all proceed ahead, trying to stealth,
Yes.
right?
Are you attempting to stealth as you go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
so we have your stealth rolls in place. Excellent. Position yourselves to where you find that you hiding and looking. It's ahead.
Whoa, Jesus. We're all just in the one corner. I will go to the other corner then.
You can all
Well, it
be in the
makes
one
sense.
corner.
Because if
It
we
does-
want to see ahead into the room, we would want to be on the one side so that we can like
Oh, duh.
follow
true,
the
true, true,
curve
true.
of.
I didn't even
the...
see what was up ahead. All right, we're
Now
here.
is when I get to bust out my dice.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Guys, I'm
Get
genuinely scared.
This is the first time I get to roll my own dice in this campaign. Alright, give me one moment, please.
Guys, the DM is laughing. I think that means we need to run away.
What is a DM?
Oh, that wasn't in character. I should have said.
You used your accent, that's why I was confused.
Oh,
What is a man?
The DM is laughing, guys. What? Off your rocker.
As you continue forward, little faint whispers continue. However, the closer you step, the conversation, you can't tell what they are saying, but as it continues, you hear one of them go, and then silence falls.
So, who me is going to stash their torch?
Excellent.
Valana the same with her lantern.
Alright.
Elvira
I-
never had anything, so.
I would like to ask: is this space before us illuminated by actual fire, or is this just an effect from pieces that were?
There is
were in the-
illumination. Not
Oh,
as much as
interesting.
this room is making it seem because the fog multipliers are kind of funny. But
Mm.
Mm. Oh,
torch on Valana. Anyone else disabling their light?
Mina would like.
Yeah,
to
I'll just
lead.
snuff this torch.
Who me is stealthing and has their hand against the wall so they can find their way.
Hard for me to see y'all. Numbers, you are like You were like levitating.
Standing on a rock.
I'm on a stalagmite.
Did you climb up
My
there?
torch is on, actually. There we
Climb up there to hide?
go. A little bit, maybe.
Laura just shakes her head, seeing that charade.
Umi, given that you were the furthest in the lead, who attempt to peek around this corner, you do see the flickering. As the water grows heavier, it becomes more of like a pool in this cave. There is water pooling on the ground, and as it appears to grow deeper as it recedes, you do see the shimmer of torchlight flickering along the surface of this water.
Humi is going to crouch, and they're going to peek around the corner.
Okay. And remind me what your stealth check was?
15.
15? As you peek around this corner, you see a large stone that is not surrounded, but there are a couple of torches around it, keeping it illuminated, almost like a table. There are chunks of this dark green crystal growing all throughout this little flooded cavern. Upon this table illuminated, you see an open tome of some kind, and you see the slumped body, Turo Red Flame. Before this table are two ghastly, skeletal-looking figures whispering amongst themselves, though one of them appears to be on high alert.
Alright. I am going to... Okay. I'm going to go back before everyone else alerts them. I'm going to, Yeah. I'm going to whisper very softly. I found her. I think there's 2 people guarding her. Does anyone have any ranged attacks? I think we could get them if we're quiet enough.
We need
Of
to be
course.
careful. We don't want to hit the kid either.
I think
Audrin, Audrin reaches into his underneath his cloak and pulls out a hand crossbow.
Okay.
Okay. I think I could get them out. I think I could get her out. But I need a distraction, okay? So,
I have some ideas.
Perfect. Let me get back in position, and whenever you do what you're going to do, I'm going to make my move. So Humi is preparing to dash. Or actually, no, they don't need a dash for this. Humi is ready and waiting on the party to start.
Okay.
I'll creep
I'm
up.
scared to make the first attack, but I have a long range one.
Well, keep in
Well,
mind
Mina
we're
said
not
she
in
was doing a
initiative
distract
order.
tonight.
We're not in combat yet.
Okay.
Mina said she was
You mind if I
gonna distract.
What'd you say, Derek?
So, if possible, Audrin would kind of like creep up, glance back to everyone, aim the hand crossbow and say, mind if I take point? I do a little bit of concentration before things get into a fray.
Do we want to
Out of
prepare?
character.
Oh, good.
Out of character, I'm trying to prepare a sneak attack, and that's not going to happen if things get crazy.
Um,
I'm gonna
Me-
turn. Go ahead,
Okay.
sorry.
I would also like to prepare a spell
Okay.
For after Audrin fires his crossbow.
Okay, so you're just like readying a spell?
As would
Uh,
I.
Okay. For immediately after, like as soon as he fires it, I'm gonna launch it.
Okay, so like as soon as he lets go of the trigger, you launch a spell.
Yes.
Got it. And you want to do the same numbers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same.
All right,
We're,
Elvira.
how many feet
I would,
away?
I would
30?
also like to.
Okay, and
Just
just to
makes
make sure
sense.
you guys know which spells it is that you are readying, and you know their effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am just confirming for those in the audience because we do have some newer players here, and we're gonna take, when it comes to it, we're gonna take combat a little slow just to make sure everyone has things sorted out, and everything is smooth and fun. All right, everyone.
Alright.
What is Audryn doing?
I don't know.
Just moving ahead.
All right. Well, if you guys are just standing out in the open, then give me 1 second.
One tile is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just want to be clear that you
No,
guys
yeah.
are standing in the open of this cavern entrance.
We have to have line
My
of sight.
intention was to stealth up.
We're stealthing though, yeah, I think. But
Okay, you're stealthing? Because there's no,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, that
nothing
was-
right here for you to hide behind. So
yeah.
Well, you didn't
Okay,
say the
well then-
fog is pretty thick, or the mist?
yeah, the mist is thick, but it's not like it covers your entire body.
Hmm.
Can I roll a stealth check?
It's like around your ankles. Yeah.
Well, I think. Okay.
Unless you just want to use the one that you had rolled previously.
I was gonna use the one we rolled previously.
Oh, that's an 11.
Just use the one that you
No,
rolled
that's a 1.
previously. That is a 1. It's a critical fail. But I really wanted you guys just to use the stealth rolls you had previously rolled anyway.
Okay.
I don't think rolling for it was necessary. So just remind me what your roll was.
18.
Okay. Alright, you are stealthed.
I am 15, and I'm just at the corner. My hand's on the wall.
As these two figures are whispering to each other, their conversation has ceased, and the one that looks on high alert, it turns its head directly in the direction of you.
Boomy is going to make a run for it. Straight for the child.
Alright, you're gonna make
Can
a
I
dash.
release my arrow?
Release your arrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll damage for your sneak attack. And you know
Do you
what?
get to roll to attack first?
Oh yeah, roll to attack. Turning up the battle music. Oh. And then after this surprise round is done, we are going to get an initiative order.
Alright.
22.
22 to hit.
Aiming for the one. Oh, aiming for the one.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said 22, and I'm aiming for the one on the right.
One on the right. Okay.
I moved. I used up my movement. Can I still do a bonus action, or no?
Well, did you dash?
No, I did not dash.
If you didn't dash, then you still had
Then
your
yeah.
action.
Oh, wait, no, I did dash, because my
Your
speed's
movement
30,
speed is
my
30,
bad.
right? Because I think you would have to
Yeah.
dash. Because then that would
Yeah.
give you 60.
Okay, so I dashed to the child.
Okay. Dash to the child. Roll damage on your sneak attack, please. I'm so sorry, you broke up a little bit. What did you say?
15.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. As Humi takes a distracting lead and dashes towards the Turo red flame, you unleash your bolt and it sticks directly into this unknown figure's shoulder. It kind of
May I
blows them
al-
backwards
oh.
a little bit.
May I also release my spell?
What spell is it?
It is Guiding Bolt.
And yes, you may.
Cool. So I'm going to aim for the one on the left, the one that has the sword. So that is going to be a 14. Does that hit?
It does not hit as you let your guiding bolt fly. Because this creature kind of stumbled back a little bit upon impact of Audryn's bolt, the guiding bolt goes right by, right over the shoulder.
Ah.
Anyone else
would
releasing
like
the
to
spells they readied?
I would like
yes.
to release my sacred flame.
Release your sacred flame.
So I am going to move here. How do I like this? How do I ruler?
You left click it and then you drag the mouse for what you want to do, like the radius, like click and then like this.
It's not going to be working.
Are these large
Does
tiles?
that
Are
look
they
like
10
within
feet?
60 feet of me?
You want to see if they're 60 feet from you?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so each tile is 5. 14 times 5.
That's more than 60.
That is
think
more
they're
than
just
60.
them.
So I'll move
Just about.
Alvar, I can't hear what you're
Here.
saying.
Nothing. Just
I'll move here
mental
and cast
calculations.
Okay.
Sacred Flame on the one on the right. The big sword.
Okay.
So he needs to roll a dex saving throw.
Okay. Wait, the battle music just stops?
Too short.
Oh, no it doesn't. Let's say this shit better loop. Alright.
Is there any chance we could turn the volume down slightly?
You can do it in
Master
game
Realm.
or in Tailspire, Andy.
Okay.
Yeah. In the,
Okay.
master
They
volume.
rolled a 16.
And does that have to beat my spell DC?
Yes. Which should
That's
be 8 plus your
proficiency.
proficiency plus your spell modifier.
That beats.
Okay.
Meaning yours beats, so it doesn't hit.
Okay. I'm unfamiliar with Sacred Flame, so.
Yeah, it's just the radiant flame.
Okay. So, unfortunately, Sacred Flame misses. Did anyone else unleash the spell they had readied?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
wanted
do that.
to release Magic Missile,
Okay.
if that's allowed.
You can go first.
Okay. So I was going to move my character here, and that has a range of 120.
My range of 120.
So I would like to hit the one on the left, and let me just. I have to roll first.
It releases
D20,
3
right?
darts that do 1d4 plus 1 force damage each. And you can choose whether you want to hit all one creature or if you want to scatter them. It is up to you. I turned into Paper Mario. What the hell just happened?
This is the second session that's happened.
What the fuck is going on? Hold on. There we go.
So just remind me on the dice that I'm using for that.
D20.
Well,
Well,
Okay.
does it auto hit?
yeah, does Magic Missile auto hit?
Can't remember.
It says
A creature of your choice
yes.
within range. Duration
Yeah.
instantaneous.
Magic Missile does order.
Okay,
should
so you just have to
auto-hit.
roll
Okay.
damage. So roll
Okay.
3 d4s.
Okay. I'm gonna just ignore the 2 dice that I'm rolling there. That was an accident.
I'll get rid of them. There you go.
Thank
We're still
you.
running Tailspire, just so the chat is aware.
Whoa!
So those are not d4s, those are d6s.
Oh, sorry. What's the 4?
The
Oh,
little triangle.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So that is a 9 plus.
Well, the thing.
Chris-
Okay, so each one does its own damage. You don't add them all together. Unless you're choosing to have
Oh,
them all
okay.
hit one target.
It's also 3 D4s, not 4.
Was there 4? Oh, there is 4.
Yeah.
One more time. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's totally fine. This
Take
is a
your
brand new
time.
software. See, there you go right there.
There we
We got
go.
a 2, a 3, and a 4. You add
Okay.
1 to each of those.
I would like 4. 2. I would like the 2 and the 3 to go to the one on the left, and the 4 to go on the one on the right.
Okay, so the 2 and the 3 together make 5 plus 2 for each of those. That's 7. So 7 goes to that one. And actually, and the other one goes to the one on the right. Got it.
Yes.
What you can do is, Valana, don't forget you can right-click these and hit attack, and there actually is an option for Magic Missile.
Oh yeah.
if you felt like adding some spell flavor.
Which one is Magic Missile? The red one?
It's something.
There's one called Magic Missile.
Something.
Boom!
Something like that. There you go.
Damn!
Boom. So these
Oh!
these 3 little shards of these 3 little shards of magic appear around your hand and they fly forward, impacting each of these figures before you. Alvara, you had a spell that you had readied.
Eldritch Blast
Of course
to
it
the
is.
one holding the sword. And she's gonna try to hit them. And she's not going to.
Oh, dear.
Unfortunately, your Eldritch Blast, much like Mina's guiding bolt, it phew, right by the shoulder. It goes right into the water behind them. These things kind of shake themselves off and they look to Humi. They quickly dart back over to the group. It is time to roll initiative.
The first time.
Ooh.
We must get an initiative order.
No.
What
I rolled an
happened?
11.
I
We got a
rolled
one.
a
Oh.
1.
Oh.
Dear.
I have a 13 after my initiative bonus.
Just to let you
14.
know,
Mm-hmm.
because of my Rakish Audacity, I'm allowed to add my Charisma modifier to my initiative roll. So that is going to be 23 plus. Sorry, just a moment. Plus 3 is 26.
26?
Do I add mods to a natural 1 or no?
Yeah, you do. It's
Yeah,
initiative.
for initiative, you always do.
Hell yeah.
Okay, who had... Okay, Audrey got a 26. Who got next highest? What was the next
I got a
highest?
14.
The next highest out of everyone was a 14?
I don't know if anyone else got higher than that.
Numbers did
Not
you roll?
me.
I got an
so
Okay, hold on.
I'm adding my dex, so I have a 4.
Okay,
The best way to do this is usually just to count down, like 19, 18, 17. I had a 13.
okay, but Mina had a 14. That was the next highest.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone with a 13?
Yes.
Okay, one second. Anyone with a 12? Anyone with an 11? Anyone with a 10?
10, 9.
9? 8? 7?
9.
9?
I got a 9.
8.
There it is.
And then we got Humi.
Nice. Number 4.
Me.
Wait, are we adding dexterity to this?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand this. Okay, well then I'm so sorry I have a 12.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still learning what to add.
That is perfectly fine.
Then Humi with the 4. Got it. Alright. Also, just keep in mind, guys, please get rid of your dice after you roll them. Just to keep the board clear.
Mine fell into the pool,
Oh.
and I don't know
Yeah,
where
mine
it is.
It's gone forever now. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh,
That is
no.
also another solution, is just dump them all into the ocean.
Yeah, you can just throw them in the ocean when you're done with them.
Water consumed.
Just like your car batteries.
Just like your car batteries,
Yeah.
just like your plastic straws.
Just like the dead bodies.
Oh.
Alright. Audrin, you're up first.
All right. So not wanting to waste any time, I don't want to use a full action on stowing my my hand crossbow that I drew. So I am going to drop it as and I'm going to run up 5, 10. Can I make it hit? Let me measure that.
Use your ruler.
I will. Where's the ruler tool?
Hit M.
Bottom right.
You can also
We're
pick
good.
which ruler. Not on the cone or...
That's 60. Where you're at.
Okay,
You can
great.
make it
So I'm going to use my cunning action to use my bonus action to dash to reach them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my regular action, my full action, to make an attack.
Alright.
And since there's no one else within 5 feet of me, I can use Rakish Audacity on this to include sneak attack damage should I land it.
Okay.
That's plus my dexterity of 4, plus my proficiency. It's not very much. We're looking at 14. Does that hit?
You just barely make it.
Oh my god. That's, the gods were looking out for me on that one. So first things first, we got a D8.
Gonna get rid of your D20.
I will.
Alright.
Oh shit. Plus 4, we're looking at an 11.
Okay. It's 11 total?
No, I'm adding my sneak attack now.
Okay.
For some reason, getting more than one dice at a time just is not working for me.
You have to like just
Uh,
regularly click on it. Don't like click and drag.
I know, that's what I've been doing. I think it's just because of lag.
He might just be lagging out.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, so anyway, 1 second. Okay, so that was a 4 and a 1, that's 5, 11. We're looking at 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Describe your attack.
So he darts in with reckless abandon, kind of like lunges, like he goes in with a feint, like he's going to do an outward slash, but then as he lunges, lands on his tiptoe, and then does kind of a jab inwards towards this character's chest. And can you describe to me what they look like as I get close?
As you run up to these creatures, you can see that these are undead creatures known as wights.
Oh. Oh.
Why?
Okay, so he aims to put the sword through this thing's chest, and then if it lands, he's going to like try and yank it out to its side.
So this and your sword is it's like a saber, right?
Yeah.
So as your sword pierces forward, it sinks in through this creature, getting lodged within its bony ribs. This creature hisses in pain as it looks at you with its sunken-in, dead eyes. You are face to face with this undead creature.
Oh shit, it's still up. Okay, cool. That's my whole turn.
Alright. And I'm just gonna inch you just like a tiny bit closer, just for propriety's sake.
I don't want to be very close.
Oh, too bad, you ran up on it.
You're in melee range.
Next in the
Fair
order
enough.
comes, we got, ladies and gentlemen, this is white number 5. Now, this is white number 2 over here with the big sword. It is his turn. And seeing these ambushers come out from the mist into their area, disrupting whatever it is they had going on here, quickly shoots a look over to Humi, who has now made their way over to what it appears to have been their target. It raises its large sword in the air, and in a hiss of a language that you do not understand, in the surrounding water around you,
Oh no!
Oh god, oh god.
Fish sticks.
Kutoa emerge.
There's gonna be a fish fry tonight.
Hold on, I'm just gonna... I can't see them, so I'm moving them a tiny bit forward.
Just don't bet Valana prepare it though.
Oh, come on, y'all. And after which, it lowers its large sword to its side and plunges forward towards you, Humi,
Oh,
as you are now directly in the way.
Alright. What happens next?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll to attack. Alright. Does I can't do math. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
It swings this massive sword towards you, sweeping by your side. You feel the air brush off from the impact of this swipe as it circles back around and goes in for another sweep.
You attack.
Alright, and once again, With your nimble acrobatics, you just dodge out of the way of this blade as it's coming towards you. This thing misses twice, and it is face to face with you, just glowering at you. What is happening with this radius? Okay, Mina. It's up to you, fairy.
Mina is going to fly forward by a. That'll do. Mina is going to fly over to here, and Mina is going to suddenly start to faintly glow. And her wings are going to turn black before constellations appear on them as I use my starry form. And then I am going to cast Spike Growth. I want to make sure I don't hit Derek.
Do it, you
Audrey
won't.
with this. Because it is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay, so that'd be like, what, 5 tile? No, that'd be 4 tiles, right?
4 tiles.
4 tiles. I'm trying to figure out where best to...
Yeah,
I think
he'd be safe
to
right
the
there.
right of the
Yeah.
crystal, you might be able to get everyone.
Yeah, I wanna... Alright. Then I will, have it... I will aim it right around here. Right? No, you wouldn't be safe.
I think just to the left of where you were, like to the right of that torch up front, but in between you and the fish person.
Yeah, I think right where I have it aimed now would be perfect.
Okay, and what spell are you using?
I am casting Spike Growth. So a 20-foot radius centered in a point within range that I choose. Twisted spikes suddenly grow from the area. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration, which lasts up to 10 minutes. And moving within the area, any creature takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay, but not when they start their turn, just if they move
Not
within
when
they turn?
Only if they move.
I'm fucking
And
paper
Audrin
again.
is
Here we go.
And Audrin is just at the edge
Okay.
of it.
Alright. So spikes and viney and spiky growth and vegetation just erupt from this pool of water as they scatter around the feet of the Kutoa and the whites within.
And that is my turn.
That is your turn? Okay. Next up, we have Kutoa number 1. My favorite. And I believe it's this one. I believe they're out of the range of that, or were they within it?
No, they were within it,
Okay.
but only by like a square or 2.
Knowing that they have been called upon to defend their house and home, they are going to run forward. Let's see. No, not that one.
It is difficult terrain, so it does take an extra 5 feet of movement for every 5 feet they travel.
Alright, in that case, they would only make it about here. But they are going to move forward to defend against these intruders.
How many tiles are they moving through the
They move
the
through
space?
3 tiles.
Alright, that is... It's not allowing me to add multiple either. That's kind of strange. Oh, I figured it out. You said 3 tiles, correct?
3 tiles.
They take 16 points of damage.
They look rough. As they tried to trudge their way through those spikes and vines that just ripped at their scaled skin, they are dripping from their own blood as these slashes gauge through them, but they are not giving up. Up next, we have Alvara.
Alright, Alvara's gonna go here really quickly. And seeing her compatriots in peril. Not there. I am going to right here. So Audrin's out of range.
But the 2 whites are in it.
Yeah. Let me see actually, it's a 60-foot cast range. Am I in range for that?
Let me do a calculator real quick.
Like right here, so
Okay.
I would say just in range, right?
Yeah, because it would need to
That's
be
in
12
range,
to be
yeah.
60.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shatter
Okay.
on these
Ooh.
two. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw. And if they succeed, they take half damage.
Alright.
Otherwise, they take full damage of 3d8.
One rolled a 19 and one rolled a flaccid 20.
Okay, so they're gonna take half damage, both of them. That's gonna be 7 damage for each of them.
Okay.
So Alvara kind of moves her staff around and then slams it on the ground in front of her and just whispers, "Shatter."
Shatter.
And there'll be like a loud crack that comes from the center spot that she chose, hitting both of the whites.
Alright, Audrin, standing next to you, you hear just the crack of thunder just erupt from next to you. You see the 2 whites in front of you just tremble, though they are still standing firm and tall.
Meanwhile, Audrin's like, Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh!
Yeah.
We're out of range, just barely, but
Doesn't mean he
I
can't
scared
hear
the shit out of
it.
you. It scared the shit out of him, probably.
I should also note that you are technically in the range of spike growth, so while spikes grew around your feet, you understand that you shouldn't move very much. It would be quite painful.
How much damage did
Oh,
you
wait.
do, Elvira?
Hold on. Hold on, so
7
I
to
can't,
each of
can I
them.
move backwards when I take damage?
How much?
7
If you move
each.
backwards, you will take a small amount of damage.
Each of the whites took 7 damage.
Man, what?
But I thought Audrin wasn't in the range of that, or were they?
Was he?
Yeah,
I think they might have been
No,
slightly, like
I thought
half
they
a
were
block in.
just out of the range, like it just touched the tip of their
I thought
feet.
that was the whole point.
His 1 foot was in, his other foot was out.
Yeah, kind of.
It was like that.
No, I think it missed. Okay,
Okay.
so up next we have Valana.
Okay. So Valana is going to cast Ray of Frost upon. I think if I move a little bit closer, I can do it. May I make a move, a walking move forward?
Yes.
All right. So Valana would like to move here. And that, I believe, should be within 60 feet, right? I'm
Which one are you? What thing are you trying to hit?
Right, I am trying to hit this little goober right here.
You're trying to hit
the
this?
creature. Yeah.
Yeah, that's within range.
Okay. So I would like to use Ray of Frost.
All right, roll a range spell attack.
Okay, and that is a D.
No, it's a D20,
D20. Okay.
and then you add any modifiers associated with it.
Okay. So that's going to be an 11 plus.
Your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah. Spellcasting modifier. So that's gonna be. I can't read my screen, my sheet of paper. Okay, so that's gonna be an 11 plus. It's gonna be a 14.
And did you add anything else to it?
Can I?
Could y'all instruct Valada on range spell attacks?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to roll your d20, and then you're going to add your spellcasting ability modifier, as well as your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that it would be plus 2 more.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you had a 16.
Yeah, so that's what it would be.
Alright, that hits. Roll for damage.
Yay! Okay, and that is going to be the cubes.
I believe Ray of Frost is a D8. It is 1d8.
Okay. Okay. Whee! Oh, it is 1d8. I'm looking right here. It is. Okay, so that's 6.
Okay. So, describe your attack.
Okay, so out of in the palms of Valana's hands, she creates a little bit of ice and, you know, starts to bloom, and she directs it towards the. What are they called again? I keep thinking they're murlocs.
It's same
World of
difference.
War-
They're called Kutoas.
She directs the frost that she is creating in her hands towards the Kutoa and shoots a ray towards him.
Alright, so this ice-cold beam of frost shoots forward, nailing this Kuotoa in the chest. You see its entire torso lock up with ice as it inhales its final breath and falls flat.
Yeah!
Woo!
Okay, and that is the end of my turn.
Alright, up next we have Kuotoa number 2, who I believe is trapped in these vines.
Yeah, it was like here.
Alright, in that case, let me see my ruler real quick. The Kuto is going to make a ranged attack. It is going to throw its spear at Humi.
Try it.
Can we drop the
Damn.
measurement?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Humi. Does a 21 hit?
Ha! Yeah, that hits.
So this little slippery little doodad stuck in the vines kind of goes and he throws his crude little spear at you. Let's see how much damage. Okay, so it is one of these. Alright. Because it is just a dinky little spear, it does hit you, and it hurts. But it doesn't pierce, it just kind of and then falls on the ground with a clank. It does 6 points of piercing damage.
Damn fish.
It's pissed. Next is white number 1's. Actually, no. Next is number 127's turn.
That's me. Okay. So, I am going to rush up, and because this is all sort of happening, how do I turn on the measurements so I know I'm not moving too far?
M.
Do I just have to eyeball it?
M for
M?
ruler, and then there's just a straight line ruler that you can select.
M and then 2 is what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's the cone.
Okay,
You
so I
want
can
you
move,
want this
like-
one.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move to like here. And as I'm moving, because these turns all sort of happen at once, and I hear Alvara whisper, shatter, and create a thunderous noise. Something actually awakens within 127. The thunder sort of vibrates within his very soul, and he thinks to himself, "I can do that." And he casts shatter, but he does not whisper it. He shouts it with something called destructive wrath via my channel divinity ability, which states that when I roll lightning or thunder damage, instead of rolling for damage, I deal maximum damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So
Holy
Big
moly.
hits.
I create a shatter in an area that gets the 2 whites and this fish guy.
All right.
So around here,
Okay.
and it does 24 damage to each of them.
And now they have to
Wow.
roll a saving throw, right?
Shatter! And
Yes.
A louder shatter than Alvara's
Ooh.
reverberates through the cave.
All right. Now, what is their saving throw again? A con saving throw?
Yes.
Shatter, yes.
All right. So I'm gonna
I
roll
think
for the
Alvaro-
whites.
I think Alvaro would look at you with a look of both, like, kind of like a rueful envy, but also respect. It would be like a mix of both. And I don't know if you would clock it just based on where you are, but
So number 1 got a 16,
I'll
number
smile
2
at
got a
you.
13.
So mine is 8 plus proficiency is 10 plus my wisdom, right? Is 13.
Okay, so if it meets, it beats. So one of them failed, the other one succeeds. And the
Beautiful.
Kutoa, I'll give them a roll. They got an 11.
Cool.
Okay, so remind me how much damage?
Half of
23.
maximum, which is 12.
24.
24 for full.
Okay. Right, just some quick maths. So with this shatter, the Kutoa that threw his spear at Humi just erupts within this radius. Their body just reverberates, and they limply fall to the side into the water with a splash.
Ah!
Nice.
That's some nice
That's what
revenge.
you get for messing with Humi.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wow.
Don't you forget it.
Mina's kind of taken aback by how loud that was in such a confined space.
Yeah, we all have tinnitus now.
Yeah, that is an
Amy-
unfortunate side effect.
Kane makes a good point. Any like items in the area, crystals, stuff like that would also take that damage and could very easily shatter from that.
That's why they call it that.
Audrin.
We're gonna cause like a cave collapse because we're just breathing in the cave.
That's me.
I've got some.
And that's how we
wait.
all died session 3.
I got some news for you.
Go ahead.
It's white number 1's turn.
Come and get me.
So it looks at you. Is your sword still planted within it? Did you pull it out?
No, he pulled it out.
It looks to you face to face. And it goes in to attack you with a life drain with its sword. He raises and prepares a slash. Ooh. Alright, does an 8 hit?
No, it doesn't. And I'm gonna use something as my reaction.
Alright.
Here it comes, baby. Here comes the hurricane, bitch. So he's like coming in with a splash, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Audrin is going to use for the first time Riposte. Let me read to you how that works real quick. It is a martial maneuver, and the way it works is when a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use the reaction to expend one superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. If you hit, you add a superiority die, and since nothing else is enough for range, you can sneak attack.
You broke up a bit at the end, but I think I get what you're saying.
Good.
Alright, so go for it.
So their swords meet, he clashes it. Yeah. Okay, that's I believe that hits because I think you said that 14 has hit before.
Is that a 14?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, then you hit.
So he catches the sword midair with his own, and then like with a flick of his wrist, like redirects it, and then sends an opposite slash towards this thing's kind of like head. First things first. That's a D8.
Okay.
Okay, plus 4, 6, and sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Do all your attacks do sneak attack damage?
Only with Rakish Audacity, it's only number 1 if nothing else is in a 5-foot range of me.
So if he's
Yeah.
soloing something, basically.
Yeah.
I'm a duelist class pretty much. Oh, great, love that. So,
Massive damage.
6 plus 3. 6 plus 3, that's a 9.
No.
And I add superiority die, that's 1d4. The downside of this, oh God, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to add 2, so we're just going to add the first one. I don't know how I did it then, but couldn't do it any other time. But so adding 4.
Okay.
If you click on the actual, not the picture of the dice that pops up, but on that dice on the bottom, again, it'll keep adding more and more.
So
to
can
it.
you just tell me total what that damage
Yes.
was?
Sure. So it's 2 plus 4 initially, that's 6. Then 3, that's 9. Plus 4, that's 13.
So 13 points of damage. Describe your attack, please.
So he sends his sword in, clashes, ripostes, and counters in like a flick of a wrist, sending a counter slash directly towards this thing's throat with the intention of cutting it.
All right. And indeed you do. You slash this thing, however. As its head jolts backwards with the impact of your blow, its gaze once again meets yours as it swings its sword back around and goes in for a final slice.
Oh, great.
Goddamn. These things suck. Does a 10 hit?
It don't.
It don't. Oh! Alright.
Arden's just kind of like gonna duck back on him, like he's doing like a quick little juke.
Alright, and dash back you do. This does not hit. Who me? What are you doing?
Who me's eyes are going to turn a faint white glow. Spirits, I call upon you. The tales from beyond. I'm going to roll for effect.
Okay. I've never seen a College of Spirits bard in action. I'm excited.
This is very interesting.
12. Tale of the Mind Bender.
Okay.
So you must make a intelligence-based saving throw, or take psychic damage equal to 3 rolls of my bardic die,
Oh my god.
and be stunned until the next turn.
Now, what's the radius of this? Do you just target one person, or...?
I do target one person, and I choose to target the guy with the sword.
The one in front of you?
Yes.
Alright. So what do they have to beat?
They will have to beat. Hold on. Saving throw is my charisma modifier plus 8 plus my proficiency.
Yes.
16.
16? And what kind of save is it again?
Intelligence.
Oh god. Needless to say, it does not beat. Oh my, the spirits. The spirits! Describe your attack. Describe what happens.
So, as Humi's eyes glow a faint white, you start seeing blue spirits swirl around as they stare into this white soul, or their lack of. And 12 damage is bestowed upon it, psychically pushing it back.
It
A recoil.
It holds onto his head, stumbling backwards, groaning under its breath, unsure of what is happening to it and those around it.
It is stunned.
Alright. It's not looking so good. As he holds onto his head and winces in pain and agony. He don't look so good. Alright, we're at top of the round. Audrin. Audrin?
Sorry about that. It's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. So he's been clashing swords with this corpse somewhat successfully. He's going to continue to try and do exactly the same. So he's going to sound out, after just catching that riposte, he's going to send up in like an upward slash, trying to kind of catch this thing off balance a little bit.
Okay. Go for it. Oh my god, you rolled it in between the two of you.
That's a 15.
That hits. Describe your attack.
I'm getting just barely lucky enough with these. So yeah, he kind of like he's keeping like his form up, his footwork. He's kind of he's juking back with the opponent's blows, but then lunging in with his own in like a delicate little dance of blades, and he's gonna perform an upward slash here. Let's see, D8 plus 4, that's 6, and then oh, I figured it out. Okay.
Did it?
There we go. It sure did. 6 plus 5 is 11.
Total?
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Ah, hell yeah. So he's going to, like, with a clang, kind of like, hit this thing's sword to the side, and then, like, with like a flick of his wrist, kind of like perform an upward slash towards this thing's jaw, trying to kind of hew it in half up his skull.
Alright, so your sword swings upwards, catching the skin, or maybe even lack thereof, on this wight's face, cleaving its bottom jaw clean off. The jaw flies far from this thing's body as it, with a collapses to the side, splashing into the water. Its sword leaves its side.
Sick.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All
This is
right.
fantastic.
The last one is
Nice
stunned.
work.
Don't forget, alright? We don't have to kill him. We could capture him.
Mina.
It's a corpse.
It's a white. Yeah, I don't know how.
Mina does not like undead at all. So Mina is going to move up slightly and throw another guiding bolt at this thing.
Guiding bolt. There you go.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's gonna be +6, so 24.
Alright.
I'm guessing that hits.
Describe your attack and roll your damage.
So Mina is going to reach her hand up into the sky, and what almost looks like the constellation of a hunter is going to draw back a bow and fire it in order to cast Guiding Bolt. And let me roll the dice.
Alright.
And that's 10 radiant damage.
Alright. The constellation forms. The huntsman looses his arrow, and as this star-shimmering bolt crashes forward into this white, it sends them flying. They were already disoriented, but this was the killing blow. And as they stumble backwards, their great sword just flies from their body. They're down.
That's not a great sword anymore.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That greatest sword.
Ahi.
Are we out of
Are
combat?
there any
We are
more?
officially out of combat.
All right.
Great work, team.
Woo!
That wasn't too bad at all.
Now, if you
Me-
Oh, yeah.
do you guys want to call it here, or do you want to keep going a little bit?
I think this could be an interesting spot to kind of end it, like just at the end of
Mm.
combat.
I would have
Alright.
preferred to get out of the cave personally, but
Well, we have a lot of the cave left to explore, including a magic mirror.
That is
That's
true.
true. That's true.
Not gonna just be a.
I feel like
Right,
this
now
is
we're
a
from now.
satisfying spot to end it.
All right.
Yeah.
As that last white goes down, around you are once again the silent drips of this cavern. The not dead, but not stirring body of Turo Redflame lying right beside Humi and an open book behind them. And that is where we will call the session.
Take that,
Hooray!
guys.
All right, great work,
Wow.
everyone. Let's
Yeah.
do round table.
We made short work of them.
Let
that
me
was
change
great.
to some good music here. Celebration. All right, round table. So let's hear it. Who do you guys who do the players vote for their inspiration point for the week?
I vote for the audience because they were very interactive today and kicked ass
Nice, yeah.
But,
that was really fun.
in terms of in-game. Well, do we want to just go down the list again?
I would like to give mine to Audrin personally.
Okay.
Mhm.
And sure, we can just go down the list. And when I say go down the list, I mean I'm literally just looking at y'all's like Discord portraits and going down. So Audrin.
Myself, I would like to give my my vote for inspiration for Valana for great use of her spells, dividing damage between two formidable foes, and just like really deftly kind of picking up complicated mechanics. She did a great job.
All right, very good. And Alvara.
I'm going to go with Audrin again this week, just because it was a combat-heavy session and they kind of did the most in terms of the combat. So
Okay.
Thank you.
pretty much that.
Valana.
I think I'm gonna give it to this week Humi for always being very perceptive and analytical. I just appreciate how they always want to know if, this one specific thing could be useful or, is this going to have any effect on something later on, if we pass it, if we, they just really wanted to make sure that, like earlier at the mirror, they didn't want to pass it because they thought maybe it could be of importance. And I also agreed maybe it could be of importance. So I liked that, wanting to stay to see, and also them immediately running to rescue, what's their name again?
Gordo.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, to rescue them without really just thinking twice about it, just running right in to jump in front of, a child to save them. I don't know, I think it's admirable.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, and speaking of which, Humi.
I will have to give it to Audrin for going into the fray alongside me to take some of that damage. That was heroic. Thank you.
You're a brave little changeling, my friend.
Alright, and Mina, you said Audrin?
I would like to give it to Audrin, not only just for the combat, but this definitely seemed like I don't want to say their natural habitat, because I doubt they're just alive in the caves, but, like, they seemed very naturally gifted towards working in the shadows and, like, skulking around.
Wow, Andy, thank you so much. That's really
Skulking.
wonderful.
And numbers.
I'm going to give it to Humi for creative interaction with the mirror. Sometimes it's difficult to be brave and stick your hand through a magical mirror where there is an unknown individual beckoning towards you to enter. But that's exactly what he did, and applause for the bravery, and speaking of bravery, running in headfirst to save that poor young lady.
This is
You
true.
articulated
Thank
that the way
you.
that I wished I could.
Alright, so I believe the majority player vote was going to be for Sir Audrin this campaign, or this session rather.
Yeehaw!
And now, I'm going to do away with DM inspiration for now. I am introducing community inspiration. So every week
Whoa.
in the Discord server, I will be posting a poll after campaign, and the community can vote who will be receiving the next point of inspiration.
Oh, cool.
That is
love
really
it.
interesting.
I will
Yeah,
announce
that's
it at
gonna
the
be
beginning
fun.
of the session every week, and it'll be a surprise for us all. I think that'll be fun, and I think the audience here should get a little more chance to interact with the session here.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
very excited.
All right, gang. Well, this was
Let the
fun.
people choose.
This was
Heck
fantastic.
yeah.
Very good interaction.
combat.
I love it.
Great job.
I do have a question for you, Winnie.
Oh, okay.
How did you expect this combat encounter to go?
I did not know. That's why I planned light, but I was prepared to add more, but I saw we were running late, so I just kind of thought this would be a nice way to keep it. And honestly, I think you guys did a great job. This was the first combat of the campaign. And, you know, I again, like, we've got some newer players, we've got some experienced players. I wasn't really sure what to expect here. So this was really just a test to see, one, of you to test your mettle, and also to see how far I can get away with things for you guys in the future, perhaps.
'Cause I always like to think about in-game time. Like, in-game time, this took 12 seconds. This
Yeah.
whole fight.
Yeah, you made quick
Although
work
we
of
all like ran at them.
Yeah, this was
We
fast.
rushed them.
And to be fair, 6 people versus 2, that's not, you know, that's not much of a fair fight, so you went and did
Two and a
good work with
half.
them.
There were some fish.
There were some fish, but let's be real, they didn't count.
Especially when they ran through the spikes and were left with barely any life.
That was also me
Hey.
trying to
That's a
see
very
what
good
they
play.
could get away with. But anyway, so this was a fun session, guys. I can't wait to continue next time, and you can find out what has happened here in this cave with Turo Red Flame, why they were here, and how to get back, and maybe some more of that mirror.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright?
Woohoo.
So thank you
I'm very
everyone so
excited.
much for joining. We hope to see you again next week. Or more. Roll for your lives. Bye everyone! Oh wait,
Bye.
and also you guys can hold on for 1 second while we do that. I'm gonna see if there's someone we can send this raid over to. We received a lovely raid ourselves, and I should get better about sending the love over to someone else. That was very kind of them.
Aw.
It's always nice.
What did we get?
Somebody raided us. They brought like 25 people into our channel, basically.
It was very nice.
Yeah, that was
Oh, neat.
that was very amazing.
Now I need to
Yeah.
remember how
So
to
well.
raid.
Viewership.
Uh,
Well, you better do it quick, because everyone's probably leaving. Maybe just worry about it next time. We should probably just do it next time.
Alright. We're gonna raid
Stream
over to this
management.
mutual who is playing Pokemon Red.
Here we go.
Thank you so much, everyone. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.
See ya!
Bye bye.
See ya.
Hey guys.
Bye.